All right. All right. Well, welcome to Yin, ladies. Thanks for joining me today, right? It's a fun practice, but it also can be a little uncomfortable. So I'll talk probably a little bit more at the beginning, and then we'll get really quiet towards the middle and the end. So let's just find a comfortable seat. Just let your hands rest however they feel comfortable. Close your eyes and just take a few moments and observe the body. It's very important in any yoga practice, but especially in Yin, that we just are aware of how we're feeling without judgment or commentary. Just notice how you feel before the pose, during the pose, and at the end. And just relax your throat, your face, your jaw. A nice tall spine, shoulders over the hips and ears over the shoulders. Feeling nice and grounded in our sit bones. So drawing the energy down. If we've been feeling a lot of anxiousness or a lot of monkey mind, let's just draw that energy down with our breath. And feel it kind of settling down to the lower diaphragmatic breath. And this is where we chant our Om, this very low diaphragmatic breath. Let's bring our hands to our heart. We'll just chant one Om if you'd like to join me. Let's take a deep breath in. We can keep our hands at our heart as we recite the intention for today's practice. If you're new to the intention, it's the same intention I use every Yin practice. So you can repeat it after me. May I be free from fear and harm. May I be content as I am. And may I be at peace with whatever comes. Let's bow our heads to our heart and set our own intention if there's something else you would like to bring into this space today. Go ahead and release the hands. You're always welcome to keep the eyes closed during practice. You can just be guided by my voice. We're just going to do a little bit of alternate nostril breath today. So staying nice and tall in your seat, wherever you're comfortable. Let's take that right hand. We're going to use the thumb and the ring finger today. So we're going to use the thumb and closing off the right nostril. Let's just inhale and exhale through the left side only. So we're breathing in and out through the nose, and the mouth is slightly closed. Don't really try to control the breath, just feel the breath soft. The end of your exhale, let's close that left nostril and inhale and exhale through the right side. After the exhale, close that right nostril and inhale through the left. Now we'll keep switching. Close it, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Just continue on your own for a few minutes here. Again, just paying attention to how you feel as you practice this, not necessarily making a deeper breath or a shorter breath, but just paying attention to the feeling. Let's exhale to the left side. Release your hands and just return to a normal breath through both nostrils for a few moments. The purpose of alternate nostril breath is to balance right and left sides of the brain, right and left sides of our central nervous system. It's a relaxing, calming breath for our body and mind. So you can do it at any time you need a little focus or calming of the nerves. Okay. Let's begin our practice. We're going to start in child's pose today. So let me get to my mat, and Now you're welcome to put a bolster underneath your belly or a blanket underneath your belly or underneath your knees, wherever you think you need it, if you need it at all. Let's separate the knees nice and wide. So the big toes are touching, and we're gonna just sit back as deep as we can. Now, it doesn't matter, you don't have to look as deep as mine, right? It can just be maybe more of a puppy pose, maybe the butt is up today. Doesn't matter, just whatever feels good to you. So you'll notice as I come down, if I want a blanket or anything underneath me, that's perfectly fine to support your belly. But let's let the head release too. So let's let the forehead come to either the mat or a blanket or something so that it's resting comfortably. I want you to think about sitting back, letting your arms and head be really nice and relaxed. So make that happen for you, however it is, okay? Use as many props as you need. Your hands can be props too, and rest your head on your hand. So the first minute of the in pose is just kind of settling in, right? We're settling into how does it feel for our body? Where do we need to move, adjust, acclimate? So we're past that now, and now we're just being okay with where we are. This is my pose today. I'm accepting this is where I need to be. And the third part of the pose is stillness. So once we find our posture in our yin practice, then we eventually find stillness. And unless the body is in pain, we want to stay in this stillness. It may be uncomfortable. You may find some discomfort in the mind or the body. But as long as it's not painful, I want you to sit with that discomfort, breathe through it. Focus on your breath, focus on the feeling. Great, and let us relax together here. Good. Now, although you can probably stay in this pose for a longer period of time, we're going to slowly just come onto hands and knees and just take that minute or so to rotate the ankles, make sure that they feel okay after that last pose. And then just take another couple of breaths and do a little bit of cat-cow. So moving the spine nice and slow on the inhale and the exhale. Good. So let's come through sitting on our blanket with our legs stretched out in front of us. So moving very slowly in lit yin is also very important, okay, because you want to make sure and keep the body relaxed. So let's draw that right foot in. And if you need to keep this right knee supported, you can place a block or anything underneath the knee if it's not coming down to the earth to support you. So let's relax this left foot, draw our bellies in, and just start to walk forward. So if this is really tight for you, you can bend this left knee a little bit, maybe even put a block underneath the left knee if you need to. Otherwise, we're just going to come forward. You're probably feeling the hamstring in the back of that leg already. So we're not reaching for anything in yin, okay? We're just folding forwards. We're letting gravity pull us down. If you feel like you want to place your head on your pillow or your blanket or your block, you can do that, of course. Or you can just tuck the chin slightly in towards the chest. Good. So now begin to find a little stillness in your pose. Can you soften your jaw? Relax your eyes or your shoulders just a little bit more. We're not striving for anything. We're just feeling the effects of gravity on our body. Trying to relax deeply in the body as well as the mind. Really slowly, let's roll up. Beautiful. So before we go to the other side, let's add a twist today. I'm feeling like we need a little bit of that kind of movement. So let's take this right foot and just bring it to the earth somewhere around your knee. So let's just make it nice and easy today. So I'm going to take my left hand and just draw the knee a little bit towards my body. Take this right arm and just bring it behind you so the fingertips maybe touch into the earth. If the fingertips don't touch the earth, use a block or something to kind of ground your hand there. I'm just going to keep my chin right over that right breast, not over the shoulder, just over the breast today. Then my next exhale, I'm going to twist from my waist. Maybe finding a little deeper movement in the waist and then the upper back as the shoulders start to get into the practice. Let's keep this neck and head neutral. Okay? Beautiful. Let's breathe in and out through the nose. Nice and relaxed and soft. You can stay right here, or if you think for the last minute of the pose that you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take this left elbow outside the knee. If it brought your shoulder up towards your ear, just don't do it. Okay, stay where you are. And now I'm going to take my chin and bring it over that shoulder behind me. And that's only if you can do those two movements comfortably. Let's take a nice slow breath and unwind it. Coming back to your center, noticing how you're feeling in the shoulder and in the side of the body. Let's extend that right leg out and we'll bring the left foot in. We're going to start with that hamstring, remember? Good, beautiful. Walk back a little bit, create some space. And let's exhale forward. Use any props that you need to help you settle into this pose. If you don't want any props today, you can just tuck your chin slightly in towards the chest. Keeps the neck happy. And so now that you're getting the idea of how the yin practices, you may be saying that the most challenging part is keeping the mind from wandering onto what we're eating for dinner or what we got to do for the rest of our evening. So if that seems to be you today and you can't quiet the mind quite as much as you'd like, I suggest just counting the breath. It'll keep your mind occupied. You can do a 4 count of an inhale and a 4 count of an exhale, or whatever count works for you. Let's just try that and see if it doesn't calm the mind a little bit. Take your time gently rolling up. Right. Let's find that twist. Left foot to the mat, somewhere around the knee. Right hand on my knee, drawing it towards me, softening the shoulders. Good. Left hand comes behind, press it into the earth. Keep your chin tracking right over that left breast for now. Draw the belly in, and on a nice long exhale, let's twist right from that waist. And feel that twist all the way up into the back of the shoulder. Good. So find some place where it feels pretty comfortable to you, maybe with a little discomfort, right? Beautiful. Settle in, and let's breathe together. And so if you feel like you want to go a little deeper on this side, take that right elbow outside the knee. You can turn your head so maybe your chin is over that back shoulder. Nice long exhale. Let's unwind it all. Beautiful. All right, we're going to come down to our mat for the rest of our practice today. So if you want a blanket to keep yourself warm or socks or whatever you need, I'm going to use a blanket underneath my head today because it's helpful with the microphone, but you can do whatever you need to. Just going to roll onto our backs. We're going to start with our knees up. And just take a moment here and lift the hips up for a minute and then relax them back down so you feel that low back really comfortable into the mat. Good. So I want to do just a little bit of hip work today. So I'm going to take this right foot and place it on my left thigh. Let the leg open just a little bit. So maybe you feel a little inner groin and hip. If you've had a hip replacement or a knee problem, this may be where you need to stay today. But if you can, you're going to take your hands through and draw that left leg towards you. So the pose is going to be felt mostly in the right butt there, so that feet are relaxed and you keep drawing that left leg towards you, feeling more of the pose in the right side. Keep the chin slightly tucked in towards the chest. The back and shoulders are comfortable on the mat. Neck is comfortable. In yoga, it's called a reverse pigeon. So hopefully you can feel the beautiful effects of the piriformis muscles group there on the right side. Low back, inner groin, outer hip, inner hip. And as you get more comfortable with the pose and you don't feel anything, or if it's too easy, you keep drawing the leg towards you, maybe even taking your hand on top of the knee, drawing the leg in if you need a little bit more. And let's relax here and breathe together. And if your mind is wandering, just count the breath. 4 inhale, 4 exhale. So as you unwind the legs, just take both legs straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe rotate the ankles a little bit. It's a beautiful pose, everybody. Good pose for if you've been sitting a lot during your day. All right, are we ready to do the other side? Good. Bend the knees. Let's take that left foot onto the right thigh. Take the hands through, drawing the right leg towards you. Take a couple breaths as you sink into your lower back, your shoulders, and really relax in here if you can. Can you gently, on your exhalation, feel the belly pressing down towards the mat, really softening into that low back. This is one of those poses also for low back release. You don't think of it all the time when you're here that it's also for low back, but it is. So take your time and really relax into that low back today. Let's gently unwind and stretch those legs up again towards the ceiling. Rotate the ankles. You shake out the legs a little bit. So we have time for one more posture before our final rest today. So let's do my favorite one, which is a 2-for-1 posture, which is always good for me. Plus, I like a little bit of back bend. So I'm going to take my blanket in this kind of rectangular shape. I'm going to roll it up really tight on the long end. Those of you who've been in my class before know what's coming, so you can always hang out in it when you're ready. Now, I'm going to place this blanket right here at the base of my shoulder blades. So right where that shoulder blade ends is where I want the blanket, okay? The reason why I call it a 2-for-1 is because I'm going to also bring the soles of the feet together and let the hips gently open. So when you come down here, you should feel that blanket right there at the base of the shoulder blades. The shoulders should be resting on the mat. If they're not, put a maybe a pillow or another blanket underneath your head so that your head and your neck and shoulders are resting comfortably. You can just stretch your arms out to the sides. Now, for me, I like the use of gravity, so I don't put anything underneath my knees. I got a little cramp there today. Don't put anything underneath my knees. I just let gravity kind of stretch them open. So soles of the feet together. If you'd like, you can put something underneath your knees for support. All right, let's take some big long breaths here. How about a couple of long exhales through the mouth? And then gently close the lips. And just breathe in and out through the nose. See if you can feel the effects of gravity on this pose as well. Drawing the energy into the chest, maybe feeling a little release there. And then also drawing the energy down into the lower chakras, if you're familiar. And letting yourself feel grounded, strong, and still in the lower body. Since we're getting close to our final pose, let's close our eyes if you don't already, and just close them and just breathe into this beautiful space that we've created. So very slowly, let's bring the legs together. And you could roll to your side or whatever you need to do to take the blanket out from underneath you. It is time for Shavasana. So if you'd like to place the blanket over you to keep warm, or maybe even underneath your knees to support your low back. It is winter, so if you want to maybe make a nice burrito out of yourself and put the blanket over your body from toes to head, go ahead and make yourself really comfortable, and I'd like you to make yourself warm too, so that the body stays in this beautiful state of opening and awareness in our yin postures. Good. So just like we mentioned at the beginning of class today, how are you feeling? Without judgment or commentary, just awareness. How are you feeling? And can you relax a little bit more? Maybe in that hip that's always bothering you, or that shoulder that gives you some trouble. Is it possible to let the breath just be comfortable too and not change it in any way? How about to soften the eyes, the face, the jaw? And as you relax here in these final moments of class, feel like you're giving yourself a gift, this beautiful gift of stillness. So you're welcome to just stay here since you're at home. There's no reason to get up unless you'd like to end your practice with us. So bringing your awareness just back into the fingers and toes, and maybe fluttering the eyes open a little bit and bringing some light in. And if you'd like to end with us, you can draw your knees towards your chest. And just take a moment at your side, and let's rest there together for a few moments. So today's reading is on generosity from a book called Meditations on Intention and Being. Generosity. If we are lucky, life will humble us. We'll be brought low by love and gratitude and find that place within us that wants only to be kind and generous. We may not have had much practice with these feelings, but we are willing to learn. We find that whatever time we have left, we are more than willing to devote to learning how to love well. There is usually something we can do, a volunteer position, a training we can take. For some of us, it's a yoga class to teach. Once we have embarked on a path of service, however, we are humbled. We find that we are bound ourselves to a path of self-awareness. If we want to be truly helpful, we must learn to get out of our own way. For the heart awakens the desire to serve. The desire to serve awakens the desire to serve wisely. If you're ready, come join me in a comfortable seat as we bring our hands to our heart. Let's chant one joyful Om together as we depart. Deep breath in. Namaste.